Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got something truly extraordinary to dive into, the 2026 Ram 5500 6x6. Yes, a six-wheeled beast built on the proven Ram 5500 platform, reimagined for extreme workloads, showmanship, and utility beyond the norm. In this review I'll take you through what makes it compelling, the powertrain, the features, how it handles, its design, and where it really shines and where it might struggle. Let's start under the hood, because that's where this truck earns your attention. The base 2026 Ram 5500, in its standard 4x2 or 4x4 form, offers two main powertrains, a 6.4-liter V8 Hemi HD gasoline engine and an available 6.7-liter inline-six turbo diesel Cummins. The diesel is rated to deliver up to 800 pound-feet of torque at around 1,800 RPM in many configurations. That torque is essential, because when you convert to 6x6, that extra axle, extra load and added driveline demand every bit of grunt you can get. The six-wheel setup demands more durability, so every component, the transfer case, drive shafts, diffs, suspension, must be beefed up. Because the 6x6 conversion usually adds weight and mechanical complexity, you'll likely see heavier axles, extra differential locking hardware, reinforced frames, and upgraded cooling systems for engine, transmission, and differentials. The standard 5500 already has serious mechanical foundations, an 8-speed TorqueFlite HD automatic transmission, upfitter switches, optional power takeoff PTO capability, and robust chassis hardware. But with 6x6 you're pushing limits, so expect bespoke modifications in any real build. So how does it perform? In more ordinary Ram 5500 form, payloads can reach over 10,000 pounds, around 4,800 kg, in many configurations. Towing capacity can push into the 28,000–30,000 pounds range depending on spec. Now, when you add a third axle, you'll lose some of that outright payload ceiling to the conversion's own weight, driveline losses, and additional suspension parts. But in return you gain more traction, better load distribution, and unique off-road or heavy-duty capability. In real-world use, you might see an effective payload still in the high thousands of pounds, and tow-wise you'll remain formidable if matched with the correct trailer and gearing. One big performance trade-off is efficiency. That extra axle, added friction, increased weight, all of those drag the fuel economy downhill. For folks who might drive this daily, if daring, expect a noticeable drop in mpg or km per liter compared to a standard 4x4 5500. But reality is, many 6x6 owners don't care about economy, they want maximum capability. Driving feel is another interesting dimension. With the added axle up front or rear, depending on layout, turning radius, steering forces, suspension behavior, and weight transfer change dramatically. You may see modified steering linkages or bump steer correction in custom builds. Off the line, traction from six-driven wheels is a huge advantage, especially in mud, snow, sand, or heavy off-road work. On pavement, expect more understeer or scrub in tight corners. Braking systems need reinforcement, more heat capacity, larger rotors or drums, possibly supplemental assistance. Moving now to design elements. This is where the 6x6 visually sets itself apart. Six wheels alone grab attention. Typically you'll see twin rear axles behind a solid front, i.e. one front, two rear. The extra axle is hidden under extended frame rails, with custom wheel tubs or wide body flares to cover all wheels elegantly. Everything from fenders to frame rails is reinforced. Many builders integrate air suspension, adjustable ride height, or load leveling. Exterior details often include heavy-duty bumpers, rock sliders, skid plates, winch mounts, LED light bars, roof lighting pods, and aggressive styling cues to match the hardware. Inside, the base 5500 already offers modern features. Uconnect infotainment often with a 12-inch screen in higher trims, multiple upfitter switch banks, connectivity, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, robust HVAC, power windows, and materials built for durability. In a 6x6 conversion, many builders preserve the cabin look, perhaps adding special gauges, torque monitors, switch panels for auxiliary axles or lockers, and even custom interiors to match the overkill exterior. Comfort might be slightly compromised by added noise or vibration, but a well-done build will isolate them. One of the biggest selling points of a 2026 Ram 5500 6x6 is its wow factor. No matter where you drive it, people will stop and stare. From commercial users needing extra traction and redundancy for remote construction, mining, logging, to influencers, show car builders, or overlanding enthusiasts pushing the limits, this is a statement machine. If you value capability plus branding, the 6x6 is second to few. Another unique advantage: redundancy and safety. If one wheel or tire fails, you still have 4 driven wheels supporting load. In extremely rough terrain, having an extra axle can prevent overload on a single axle. Also, load distribution is improved. Heavy loads can be spread across 3 axles rather than 2, reducing stress per axle. On the flip side, there are challenges. Cost is enormous. The conversion, component upgrades, alignment, fabrication, permits, all add up. Complexity increases maintenance. More bearings, seals, oils, and potential failure points. Maneuverability can be worse in tight spaces. Weight penalties mean you'll need to trade payload or adjust your gearing carefully. Fuel cost is higher, and resale is niche. Not everyone wants or needs a 6x6. In summary, a well-executed 2026 Ram 5500 6x6 can deliver awe-inspiring capability, strong torque especially in diesel form, rugged mechanicals, heavy-duty chassis, 6-wheel drive, and dramatic aesthetics. It performs best in demanding workloads or off-road settings where extra traction and axle distribution matter. But you'll pay in cost, complexity, fuel, and handling nuances. If I were to deliver final verdict lines in the video, for buyers who demand extreme capability and want to build a head-turning work or show truck, the 6x6 is an ambitious, compelling choice. If your use case is more balanced, daily driving, moderate loads, highway use, a conventional 4x4 5500 may remain more practical. Thanks for watching this deep dive into the 2026 Ram 5500 6x6. If you like this, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and let me know in comments what build or review you'd like to see next. Feel free to adjust or add specific numbers, horsepower, weights, gearing once you get official 6x6 conversion specs. Would you like me to format this into voiceover segments or time stamps?